Nightmare. Daydream. Stand still. Run. Scream. But you know what I mean.
Is that a joint?
Nightmare. Daydream. Stand still. Run. Scream. But you know what I mean.
Hey traders, welcome to stream, man. How y'all doing? All right, no change besides Bitcoin being down a couple percent, and just right at that key level, that level from 2021 where Bitcoin price bounced because buyers came in 30,000. It's really about pretty much 30K. And above that's 31K, another level where buyers came in years ago. So it's a zone. So no breakout, no breakdown really. And something that I was discussing yesterday at the end of the stream, so maybe possibly a few people were not able to hear it. Even if it confirms the top here, there is no problem on Bitcoin until the price truly, undeniably falls below 25,350. You can confirm a top and then sell off, buyers relent. That happens all the time at resistance. But depending on where the pivot occurs could tell us a lot of things, right? So say there's just not enough demand right now and there's just a little bit too much supply, and then a sell-off occurs where you cannot hold this 30,000 level. Well, first off, 28.8 is going to be tested. That's a major level. But it could get worse than that, right? I mean, we're talking an asset that could come down to this demand line. And I mean, if Bitcoin did that, 26K, $26,000, it would still be a higher low locally. And you could just be working on a new pattern, a new structure, right? And that would be ascending triangle, like an accumulation pattern. So we might be in the early phases of that and stages of that if there's just truly not enough demand to give us a major breakout soon. So you can be optimistic whether the breakout happens in the next few days or if it doesn't happen for a month, because you're in pretty good shape because the trend's your friend right now. You've been making higher highs, higher lows. The fundamentals are kind of insane, probably more insane than they've ever been. And I'm talking about institutions getting involved as being custodians, like, the ones that rule the world are getting involved after they use the SEC to get rid of all the competitors. So that is kind of a really good thing. Not, but it is, because if they rule the world, they own our governments with lobbying and all that. I mean, that means crypto's here to stay for at least a decent amount of time to come, right? Because they're not going to get involved with something that's completely about to get banned, right? So these are bad. It's good and bad at the same time. But above all of that, major black swan for US dollar purchasing power. Yeah, so you got to find yield somehow. Otherwise, you will be really poor. I know we talked about that yesterday, but Bitcoin's just a great tool for that. But so are equities. Completely disconnected from the real economy. I mean, it's just all about the structures. It's all about the drawdown happened, and then all of a sudden, like patterns that we could recognize that have been, that other market participants around the world could recognize, and these patterns have been researched as being, reliable. They've developed, and they developed at the beginning of the year. A lot of them did. Some of them did. They played out. They're playing out right now. It's months later, and now there are other ones that had been developing but are now really playing out. And now there are actually other ones that are showing the same type of signature. So we can scan through some of the gainers today and just some other ones to look at them, stocks, right? I mean, again, crypto is so homogenous and it's so illiquid now, and they're literal beanie babies. There are too many of them. There are gonna be ones out there that are pretty sick. They're pretty, they got the opportunity, the developments we want, but they're so rare and few and far in between. And you got to go to the weird, pick a number between 1 and 10 casino to even be able to own it, right? I mean, it's just a lot of loopholes and hoops you got to jump through, KYC. And then you go to the traditional markets and it's like, well, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. There's no loopholes. So, yeah, that's Bitcoin. Nothing's changed today, dude. Like the same effing price it was at June 21st. It's the 28th. Hey. Same price it was at April 14th. Hey. Same price it was at. You get it. June and May last year. Same price it was at in January 2021. Oh, man. All right. Optimistic. Even if a pullback happens, we're good. Until you start breaking 25K, then that's like a double top neckline. Potential double top, right? It's not a double top till you break the neckline. So, all right, let's go to Ethereum. You want to see Bitcoin. You want to see Ethereum didn't perform very well. It's down 3%. Yeah, that hidden bearish divergence really starting to get more developed here with another histogram wick lower than before, right? A high on price, then a slightly lower high on price with higher levels on the histogram. That implies a continuation down. All right, let's see how it performs. You're still broken out. Again, in my opinion, if you want the absolute most conservative, prudent level to be maybe thinking about a long, think about chopping around. And then in this area, think about this, man. Think about a demand line of the trend. Think about 17, 100 and change, 1730, a key level from history that cannot be argued with or denied. It is so real. Think about a confirmation low one time locally, then the second time. This would be an absolute dream level to manage risk. I'm not saying you're ever going to get that. I'm not acting like I ever know where the price is going, because that's stupid. That's crazy. That's arrogant, and that goes against the principles taught here and other places that know what it's about, okay? But you would be playing the market if you let the price get there. If it did. If it didn't, well, let's just hit the space bar and move on and find something that would give us something where we can play the market versus the market playing us, which is just randomly buying on a random day, random candle, no rhyme or reason, right? So if you were able to get something so brilliant like this, it would just be the confluence of multiple levels, spring back test, confirmation lows, that higher low. I mean, so many good things, right? You just didn't get it. It hasn't happened yet and may never happen. Understandable. But when you invest in yourself, you learn what you're looking for. If it's not there, you don't trade it. You don't go long. You can't. It doesn't make sense. You can't strategize a stop loss entry, take profits. So anyway, that's what we'll be waiting for if we were so blessed enough to receive it. Could be the dream. But yeah, that's it. Oh man, failure to break into the bullish control zone again. Come on, dude. What is up with this? Haven't really been in the bullish control zone since April on Ethereum's daily. It's kind of lame. Come on, man. But again, you're up trending. All right, let's go to XRP. So I'm talking about, man, it's like everything's good, higher lows, but right here, rejection of a level and then another rejection of a level. It's like up thrust, back test, up thrust stuff and drawing down. I mean, you were down over 5% at the lows today, 45 cents. Again, everything's okay until price starts falling below 42 cents. Then that trend reversal idea starts coming into play. Hidden divergence never really, it manifested maybe into just a formal bearish back test of 50 cents, which is 2019 peak. That's not really good to see that. You don't want a level that was so well defined as a reversal area. You do not want to see market participants formally back test that level as resistance.
If you flip the BTC chart upside down, you would get a dragon if BTC double tops here to test the sloping demand line.
So face.
Is that a joint?
I think you did. Hold on one sec. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's a dragon, maybe. Maybe, but you know, are you really? I mean, just these moves if you're talking about a bearish dragon, I mean, like, are you gonna get paid? I mean, how well is it gonna perform? I mean, the moves are so just insignificant for so long. Anyway, so not really looking good on XRP with rolling over here. Lowest price XRP has been since May 25th. We looked at XRP before BNB because BNB, dude, we know the story on BNB. Very, very bad. Like, terrible. Like, this is, you're bear flagging. Oh, it's back at support again. No violence this time. Remember, there used to be violence. This is extremely similar to Bitcoin at 30K in 2021, and then all the big run to 69K. Then you come back to 30K, and there's just no more violence. Violence as in extreme amounts of volatility. That you don't have that anymore. That's a major sign of weakness, in my opinion anyway. The hidden bearish divergence is maturing, and you're just running out of time. Remember, when impulses end, consolidation phases begin, and those are normally, I mean, those are times where the buyer in this situation would be putting in an argument with data, with candles, and that data we're seeing is miserable. Such a lack of demand. The price can't even retrace 23% probably. I mean, maybe only 23% from this high to low here. That's it. 23% and no higher. Very bad. You don't ever want to see an asset just retrace 23% of the way. Now it can retrace and react there, pull back, but right now you're testing the lows from June 12. Remember, at $40, if BNB ever gets to $40, we will have a formal Mid-Trade TA pizza party. Pizza party, live on stream. There will be confetti. There will be party hats. There will be pizza. And there will be a lot lower prices on Binance Coin. No more violence. Let's go back to Bitcoin so we look at that 30K level. That's what I'm talking about, all right? Let's go back, tripping through time a little bit, and understand the price action. There used to be insane amounts of moves, like percentage moves at the support. Look at that, 36% move in 9 days. Well, just another one, look. 32% move in a few days. A 32% move in 8 days. Even here, like a 28% move in 7 days, and then Bitcoin finally on the false bearish breakdown, right? A 45% move in 12 days, right? Same type of behavior you saw even before that in 2021, beginning of 2021, right? I mean, a move up off that low, 33%. I mean, how many times, like you could just, 40% in a couple weeks. You don't get that, right? And then, okay, all this happens, and then you come back down after making all-time highs. The bubble pops. And look, this is so similar, and this could happen, but like, I'm just saying, right? The time you came back down to really test it, there was just nothing there anymore. And the context was really bad, right? Yeah, you ended up disregarding it for a while, making a huge bearish consolidation structure. But then, at the end, the last thing that happened was breaking back below that key level and then a formal bearish back test as resistance before collapse. And then same, I mean, just here, like nothing. Just always staying below it. Rising wedge was there, whatever. So, on BNB, you just got to understand that the type of volatility you were receiving at these levels no longer exists. It's not there anymore, and I think that's a terrible sign. If you're long, if you're short, my God, you've taken profit on 2 targets. There is still one more that has yet to be hit, right? The third take profit, which is a 127 extension that also lines up beautifully with this June 2022 low. That is the third target of the short trade setup that was posted back in late April, early May, right after the last failed test, the tweezer top. Very bad. Okay, just wanted to go in on that because we'll be like, buy low, sell high. Sure. But you're staring into the face of, remember, the buyers presented their argument over such a long period of time, and that is it. That's it. That was their argument. That was buyers arguing why the trend's going to reverse to the upside. That was it. That is a terrible argument. You have to rival previous highs. You have to break them. You have to back test them. Then you have to run again. Then you have to break next levels. Then you got to back test them. Then you got to hold. Then you got to run the next. None of that. Therefore, the argument here is $40 pizza party at some point in the future. I don't know when. Better, stay. Everyone here that's going to participate, you better stay in shape. So when you do, it's just a cheat day, no big deal. No more pizza until BNB goes 12 or something, right? Okay. CB, it's posted. It was on all my live streams, but also it was a trade setup posted in the Citadel or the Patreon, which is a premium thing. It's I'm 100% crowdsourced. Okay, you get me? But I also provide you with charts and things. If you're gonna support the channel, I try to provide value with those charts. So if you want that proof, again, I've shown it on stream multiple times. I think I might even posted this trade setup on stream. Maybe sometimes I'll do that. But this is it right here. The publication. Here's the date, May 8th. May 8th. The argument was laid out on a platter, like for why, the rule of three, just the exhaustion, the shortening of thrust, the failed attempts, then some local confirmation highs, and then that was it. That's the trigger. That's the level, just in case BNB rugged, because they were doing something sketchy with their money. They were, and this was just occurring. It's like, oh, dude, just in case. And then it's like, all right. So 2 targets. The third, 185. But again, if you're hitting 185, something really bad's happening. You might bounce there just for a formal bearish back test of the old level that was always support. It might become resistance kind of for the first time ever. Whew. Okay. Does that help? Hopefully. Okay, yeah, I can go to other ones, right? Whatever. The Y, I mean, Hex is up 2%. Let's look at it. So it's like, all right. Hex chat. Buyers defended a key level from history. Completely normal. It's still above that level, but I just don't know how you can have any sort of optimism right here. You're probably going to test the level again, and if you break it, there's a lot lower to go. 2740, 5300. It's like, you know, I know it's the US dollar, so it's like 0.5 of 1 cent, 2.7 tenths of 1 cent, whatever. Yeah, okay, just looking at it, great. So yeah, some assets today devastated. Remember, altcoins outside of the big ones, and then like a hand selected couple that are like, yeah, they're there, like Render. I mean, it's showing it's better, it's uptrending. Then the Demetria just has all those variables you look for, but everyone else, all the other ones, hands off, garbage, trash, too devastated to short. Some were short trade setups that hit targets, like BNB, like Cardano hit targets, but not all of them. It's okay because you're just waiting on that. So ZRX, look at this thing, down 9%. What was once a support resistance, the neckline of that double bottom breakout, is now resistance with an engulfing candle. Hidden bearish divergence, certainly. Below the 200-day moving average, garbage, trash. Nope, no thanks. It's awful. It just doesn't matter. I mean, things, they're just, you could be patient and wait, and you might miss the absolute bottom, but at least you're getting something, right? Okay, this was a formal trade setup that was posted at the beginning of the year based on a failed attempt from sellers to push the price below a key level from 2019. It was a double bottom, bullish divergence, and a very matured wedge pattern. Dude, that's a wombo combo. That's so many variables converging. It's perfect for a low risk entry, a tight stop loss, and reasonable, equitable take profits. It just is. But that's all over now. 2 targets of the 3 were achieved, and it's over. No more. So I'm just looking at it because it's down the most today. You know, ONT, oh, it was pumping yesterday, it's dumping today. Oh, wow. Look, 200-day moving average regarded as resistance. That's not a good sign. Hidden bearish divergence developing here. Back below this 19.15 cent level from May and June of last year. I get that it's a double bottom on a significant time scales, maybe, but again, if you've been in this community long enough, if you've invested in yourself long enough, you know exactly what a good setup is for a long now, right now, like what it is. You can go to the chart and be like, oh my God, there it is. You'd say, oh my God, because it's so pretty. But then you look at something like this, it's like, there's nothing about this that looks good, really. There just isn't. And that's the case for 99+% of S coins that exist on this planet right now. I'm talking technicals. My mic froze. Of course it did. Yeah, it's a tradition. It's an MRTA tradition. We try to do it at least once a day. We try to freeze the camera, and it would be the most candid face I'm making. So I'm back, but again, based on tradition, we might do it again. All right. Sorry about everything sucking in crypto. Uniswap, you find anything endearing about Uniswap? So pathetically weak that the buyers are unable to even test the 200-day simple moving average before going down 8% today. Yeah, I mean, 357 target probably. The trend is not your friend, right? You're looking for assets to be making consecutive higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, over and over and over again. You're not doing that. It's just not happening. If you want to, I mean, I know people were hooping and hollering about Lind. That, yeah, the beginning of the year was incredible. And yeah, I get it. Came down, scalpers were there, right? There were people with limit buys set, possibly shorts covering, and a big move up occurred, a short squeeze type of move, a violent rally that did what? Turned into another lower high. A failure to break above the 200-day moving average, and if you keep it up, if you keep this selling up, hidden bearish divergence eventually. You just don't have it quite yet. It's almost like descending triangle now. I mean, that's really what you got going on. And you look left, man, there's just not much. Like, right, it's at the levels where things should be happening. They did happen, but massive underperformance. It's so bad. Look at that. You know, everyone here knows this pattern, this structure, and it's not even, you don't even have to call it a descending triangle. You just understand the psychology, where there are people offloading their position over and over and over, hence the lower highs, but there is someone propping the price up. That's the buy wall. Eventually, the demand is being absorbed, and eventually there will be no more demand at $50, and that buy wall will collapse, and there will be a collapse in price. Because if you look left, there's nothing there. $59.58. Those are just two great numbers as probed.
I just felt like streaming.
Oh, but I just don't see how this can't happen eventually, where Lind loses 50% of its value, goes and tests a low, and no one cares at all. No one, dude. No one cares. But yeah, it was great to see a harmonic type 2 on the daily with bullish divergence. Great combination of variables. A rally. But the rally, it tells you kind of what's going on still. This is not some sort of miraculous major reversal harmonic. This is, it played out, underperformed, and now we've got new data, and it's even more miserable than it was before the harmonic. Not a tear was shed. Exactly, dude. No tears shed for the jokes that we call crypto. Again, it's just another version of Beanie Babies that are online. They promise riches and wealth beyond your wildest dreams, and everyone's trying to find the next Bitcoin, but you're never going to find it, dude. I mean, you're going to win the lottery if you do. And some people did. Someone got in on Doge in the middle of this money, man. It's like, yeah, guess what? A lot of those people that made their money on Doge, they lost it all because they weren't trading. They were just gambling, and they thought they could do it again. They developed all these bad habits that a trader doesn't do. Yeah. So what worked in a mania phase didn't work for them in a normal market. Normal market meaning anything that's not mania, where a number go up and only up, and people make fun of your traditional profit taking levels on a normal trade. Like, that's when you know you're going into a mania bubble. People complain about your take profits being too tight, too conservative. It's like anyone saying that never participated in a traditional market. Wow. Heard individual stock, man. That's the thing, man. We are chameleons. The people who respect the TA traders, chameleons. Hey, there's lots of opportunity brewing and brimming in crypto now. All right, it might be time to take some good shots. Well, most of the shots to take in crypto have been either short or not do anything. But if you were, right? Also, if you were gonna do something, you're probably best off just messing with Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe XRP if you can maybe put it in a higher low when it finally bottoms out. BNB, seriously hands off. No way, dude. They're gonna kill BNB. He will be strung up in the public square, tarred and feathered for not being part of their club. All right, so clearly y'all are so excited about crypto. I'm just gonna move on to S&P 500. Yeah, all right. Recovered some, right? Bearish divergence still there. Follow through. Not even really following through after yesterday. Just literally flat. Just a flat day on the stock market. Welcome to summertime. Yep. In between two levels. All right, cool. Not gonna spend much time on these. They don't move much. Dow Jones still at this major level where you engulfed yesterday, but then bearish Rami today. There's still bearish divergence on the daily that is not really resolved yet or played out, whether it becomes invalid or not. It's where you are. Buyers are really trying to defend this 33,730 level. They're trying. It's really hard to be convinced. There's so many. Buyers are back testing level, but there's extreme amounts of exhaustion on the daily, and it's right there in your face. It's just contradicting variables. It's really tough here. Really, really tough to. So okay, neutral. I have to be neutral. Like you can't. The only way you can be bearish is if they're just overwhelming amounts of data that all are implying downside. Or you're bullish when everything's implying upside. This is just all over the place. So it's just tough, man. This is why sticking with individual stocks is really good. Because it paints a way clearer picture. Imagine this, or beginning of the year. How do you trade? You can't. Go to Google. It was a no-brainer, right? CCL, no-brainer. Made all the sense in the world. Everything that's taught, it came to be. Here, all whacked out, man. IWM's almost worse. Nasdaq Composite, just looking at it, it was up today, 0.27% in the middle of two major levels. That's about it. Coin flip, it's been running, could continue. Not acting like I know which level will be tested first. There's no real edge. You're back inside the bullish control zone on the daily, though at 62. That's cool. Russell 2000, it's pivoting and a little fall through today. Hidden bullish divergence is starting to develop, if you can even believe it with your own eyes. I'm about to say lying eyes, but maybe no, they're telling the truth. All right, if you keep it up, get some more waning negative momentum, and it'd be a continuation implied, which would be back to test 188. And if you break that, easy target for $200. The higher lows have been put in, but no higher highs. So kind of neutral, but pay attention to what the most recent events. 2 back tests of a key level. It worked out brilliantly for Amazon. Just good to see if the IWM can get it too. The follow through off the bullish back tests. Okay, so there you go, man. Those are the index funds. There's crypto. Now we can look at gold. I'm not even look at gold anymore. It's just continuing to bleed out at a wonderful level. You can't even argue how beautiful it's been. No matter how deep we go, you would think a common retrace target, for a bullish 5-0 between 1787 and 1840, a bullish back test of 1800 would be brilliant. But unfortunately, we are now back below the 2011 formal all-time high. You're back below it today. So if you stay below it too long, you think 1800's a great next level. Oops. Silver, same category. Mayor Silver, man, yeah, just unfortunately below a resistance. Bullish divergence could be developing, but the bid's got to come in, man. You got to get back above $23. Otherwise, $20. Commodities kind of took it easy today. Nothing really went insane. Unfortunately, natural gas was down, but that's what natural gas does, man. It's not, hey, day traders going to day trade, man. But if you're looking at a daily structure, I get it. You can't be deterred. In fact, a breakout and then a back test of the breakout happened yesterday. It's the new day now. There's nothing wrong with that. A back test. Market participants they're testing to see if what was once a key support resistance from history would become now support, as it had been resistance and resistance multiple times this year. Maybe for the first time this year, it can be support. That would be brilliant. Then you're talking probably a $4 target on natural gas. Anything above 216 is good. Just another higher low. No bearish divergence, only bullish convergence right now in natural gas. Ooh, down 5%. Okay, great. Let's look at U.S. oil again. It's been a minute. I've neglected it because it's bad. It's garbage, dude. This is so bearish. I don't care if it goes up. It's in a bear trend. It's in a downtrend. This is just, double bottom though. Double bottom in downtrend. Your performance probably not going to be there. You're in between two major levels, kind of like an index fund, right? We're between $60 and $78. Flip your coin on which levels test is next, but a breakout of a wedge of some sort and just garbage performance, and then just cannot get above $78. Remember, this was a news-driven catalyst with OPEC. It's dumb, and it's done. So I would think $60 eventually on U.S. oil. Like, buyers confirmed a bottom, and then no one came in to buy. That's pretty much what it looks like to me. We had a confirmed bottom. Oh my God, we're going to do it. Nope. No one out there is like, ooh, can't wait to buy U.S. oil now, bro. No, they're more like, wow, there are like 3 of us in here. Bro, why can't we push the price higher? Well, we're trying, dude. We're giving it our all. And look at you now. After what? A couple months? Remember, that's the argument to the overall market. The buyers are putting in their argument right now on U.S. oil. Over all this time, that's all you got. Sorry. I mean, and it could go the other way. Just trying to, this is what these things kind of can represent. And one thing's for sure, when it's like that, it's not a good spot to be taking fresh longs. And it's low, so it's not a great spot to be taking a short either. How do you strategize a short? It's a no action type of chart right now on U.S. oil. That's great. The great news though, space bar. You hit the space bar, you're on another chart. Anyway, so just want to look at a few commodities. So we've now gone across the markets, kind of, and let's just take a look at the king of kings today. CCL, 52-week highs, highest daily candle close since May 4th, 2022. Brilliant. It was there. Everything you could have dreamed of existed on this chart. It was announced. If you watched this stream, if you were in the Patreon Citadel, both or either, you were alerted to the presence of this structural development that was happening at a very real level, an undeniable level. There it is. It's not my opinion. So that's actionable. It was actionable, and it's now not actionable. In fact, you are about $1 away from the second target of this trade setup. Yes, you are $1 away, or less than $1 away, technically, the second target being 18.19. Pretty cut and dry stuff, but just because this... But here's the thing, right? Just because this developed at a key level from history and it was beautiful, it doesn't mean that we knew it was going to go this way. Please understand that. Stay humble despite the TA that you've invested in, like learning about. If it plays out your way, just understand there are going to be trades out there where you do all the right things and it still fails, just like life, right? So you cannot have emotion involved in this stuff. But it is great, right? It's great. TA respect, right? The slogan, that's what it's about, man. This is TA respect. It can be disrespected and dump and fail. Right? Disrespect, because higher lows represent accumulation. It represents something. And so when you represent accumulation over a long period of time and it still fails, that I would say that's TA disrespect, right? The patterns that have been researched and studied, remember, in that studying and research, it was always concluded that there was never a certainty, only a probability of an outcome chance. Okay, so So a little, if you want to see that one too, I know we got a new guy in here too. Just not knowing that this was going to do what it did. It did. And it's posted May 15th. All right, May was a good May. Get May and January, March, and May were great. I don't know, like Genesis stories for some trade setups. They were just at some actionable levels. Every few months, you'll get that. Third target, if you were going to ask, if you're still in this and you wanted to, a third target, just a 2, man, right? Like, what do you want? I mean, CCL was at like freaking $10. It's up 80% in like what, 6 weeks? That's pretty freaking good. So that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes I just do 2 targets. If you wanted a third target, I don't even know if this would be good. What is that? It takes us back to... It doesn't show all the data on the chart, unfortunately. I think there's some level back. Oh, yeah. Kind of a level way back. My God, yeah. I would think your third target would be $28, okay? $28, because look at the, this is the profit taking level to exit the trade, right? If you were going by that trade verbatim, you'd be exiting soon. But if you wanted a third target, you're about to take about 33% of your trade off the table in nice profit, right? But if you let about another 33% of that trade ride and you wanted a third target, you can see clearly why one would choose $28.50 to $30 as their third and final target, right? Because look at the price action you got in history, right? When that level back in 1997 breaks, it was straight up and down and up and down and up. A lot of like a lack of liquidity in between $20 and $30. So I think that would be a good one if you just were asking. All right, yeah, look at that. I mean, that's been support. That's the level. $28.50. Okay, third target. Wouldn't be, dude, think about one low, the second low on the monthly. This could be far more significant than just some swing trade, position trade, right? It could be like a crazy, massive reversal. Does it go to the monthly? I don't know. What does it look like on the monthly? Mother of God. Did anyone even see this? I didn't even notice that there was monthly classic Class A bullish divergence. This is why I'm saying, like, the trade setup could be complete and you're about to hit the second target. And now you see, like, on the chart, right, like really clearly why take profit number 2 is where it's at. But if you can get through that second profit taking level, dude, $30. Good God, the divergence was ungodly. And this is a great, if you're watching the stream, this is a great lesson to remember to always, if you're finding something you like on the daily, be sure to go out on the monthly and weekly, just look at it, and sometimes you get stuff like this that really reinforces conviction one would have on taking along. Right, the classic accumulation structure doesn't even exist on the monthly. The premise for why we went long, you can't even see it here. But you can see this, and that screams, oh, maybe I should take a little bit larger of a position. Maybe, just kidding, but you get it. That's mega. That's serious stuff, man. Okay, so yeah, just looking at that. NCLH had a breakout today, 52-week highs as well. God candle, Jesus candle. Remember how it all started? The M shape of M shapes. It's channel bound for a year. But today, something special happened. Short-term Jesus chimes. That level was broken. The massive 7.55% candle, highest daily candle close since April of 2022. Target 24.48. That's the old all-time low. Yeah, you heard me. All-time lows. Yeah, M-shape completes at all-time lows. Really not. I mean, I'm not going to disregard it. It's there. Just took a while to play. A year. Gosh, dang, man. But above 24.48, it's $35. Ones we don't really look at too often. RCL, like that's RCL is one I just really haven't been looking at as much, and you know, I should have, because this thing was ungodly. I mean, in the end, really, someone could have done it. You didn't need it, but one low, two lows, three lows. The third low was what? Strategic. It was beautiful. This is retrospective, okay? This is not like, you know, CCL or NCLH. We've been monitoring those like crazy. Just not as much on this one. But look, these levels have been here. They're undeniable. Look at this. These are things that to remember. Right? The education involved. Look at this 2004 high, first one, right? And then look at all the price action correlating in 2005, 2007, 2010, 11. Look at the COVID crash, a spring back test of spring before going higher. But now it was an M shape completed too. But you see that level I just showed you. Look at this last test. It's the zone was tested. But man, you got to talk about like really the structure was really pretty. I mean, it was pretty proportionate lows to each other. Not like perfect, but kind of a Shopify looking A, you know? Now look at that. Off the classic accumulation structure and the formal back test of a key level from 2004. It is support. And look at you now. You've just had a colossal breakout yesterday. Today catching some immediate fall through, and it's the highest daily candle close since February of 2020, multi-year highs. Performing like insanely well. And then look at this, testing this 2015 high. If you can break these levels and it's not a fake out, which it could be so exhausted. And what a run, man. I mean, you see the price action above $100 normally turns into $130. That's just history talking. Look, don't take my word for it. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's it. So what? I mean, it could happen again. If you want to talk about a double bottom, it is in the midst of a massive double bottom breakout. 2 days ago and today. That's the neckline of the double bottom. February 2021. You're breaking it. Major breakout today. So name off a couple more. Trying to. I should have had this on my watch list. I used to look at it a lot more. Give me a few more tickers of some cruise lines I'm just not aware of. Because I want to look at them because, man, they're killing it. And the TA was telling us that there was a probability that was going to happen. And, like, that's what we're here for, right? We're reveling in the TA respect. Sometimes it's like that. Or don't name anything off and just whatever. My God, dude, let's do static videos. What's up, Doobie man? Oh, you want Warner Brothers?
WBD Doobie.
Yeah, we'll do it. Let me put that total chart. Total. You're stuck, man. Just in a range for eternity. You are in purgatory. This is a purgatory range. Not heaven, not hell. Warner Brothers. Series A. Series... If feel more comfortable if it went down to 1030, 950. Like I really wish it would have. Like, and it may still yet. It's that high from 2005. It's that low from 2008. It's the zone, right? There's just not many zones or levels down here. So I'm gonna plot that in gray. Thanks again, Doobie Man. Yeah, we just broke above minimum wage hype. So I get you. You'd be like maybe some local level. I don't really see it. It's not deep enough for the M shape. It's not hitting the key level. It may rally here on a higher low double bottom random, but dude, I can't in good conscience be like time to long. You would want the asset to hit 1030. You really would, or 958. And then it could be legendary. But until then, you can't really strategize. So if you have a stop loss like somewhere below 1151 or even a little bit below 1080, you run this huge risk of the asset falling just marginally lower and getting to the most actionable area for the long. And you're stopped out. And you got to re-enter. And then you got to take on the same risk where if what happens if that trade fails too? Then you just double lost because you were getting played by the market. You gotta let the price get to those entry areas. So it's pretty good request in that regard, right? Where it's just, I can't okay it. I cannot bless it. Not deep enough yet for an M shape and not at a strategic level. And if it goes higher soon, the price does that. Assets without edges, without back test, all the time they move up and down. But guess what? That move up and down's always flipping a coin, dude. You don't want to be on that side. You don't want to be flipping coins, dude. You want to have the edge. The edge is when you're at inflection point. You can strategize the entry, stop loss, and equitable take profits. Does that make sense at all? Doobie man? Let me know. Yeah, not really. Okay. So Doobie, what would happen at that 886? Well, I'll show you right now. It'll be a bat pattern completing. How many times have you seen M shapes complete at ungodly levels looking left? And then they were, look at this. Look how effing perfect it would be. That's what you're always looking for. Now, what bonus points would be, not only does it get to that level eventually, whatever, it also, you get some sort of type 2 return. That would be insane, dude. The confirmation low and an edge on the oscillators. Just the things we look for. There's structural developments that we just know what it looks like before we went along, right? Okay, all that. A great example, remember we looked at it already yesterday. It's the same picture over and over and over again. The M shape, the type 2 return, and the divergence at a key inflection point from history. That's it. Simple is, and simple does, or whatever, I'm trying to be cute here. And now, yeah, you're long extended, looking a little tired. And a pullback at any time would make sense here. You're at a 23% retrace from the all-time high to the lowest low. So again, identifiable, discernible patterns that we know have been researched and studied by a lot of people, put their heart and soul into this. Okay, just saying, right? So you get how, like, it could be okay if we got to the levels. All right. So guess what else did well today? American Airlines. I mean, didn't do like, it's not like it like mooned or anything, but it has continued thrusting off of, like, it's still in this impulse where the higher high than yesterday, higher close than yesterday, highest daily candle close on American Airlines since May 31st, 2022. I mean, these are some great stuff, man. And it's the same structure, all happening at a great context area that you can't argue with. And it's really...
Thoughts on dollar Pepe here? 0.00900000 ETH.
It's Pepe coin, dude. Thank you. We'll look. MemeLord69, thank you so much. We'll look, dude. Thank you. So this, I would think 19, but if we look at the monthly, same story as what we saw on RCL or CCL, where it could be far more significant than we ever dreamed of. Oh, it's just this classic accumulation structure for the swing trader, position trader, but then it turns out to be a position trade of position trades where it ends up going to like freaking $40 or something stupid. Because again, it's so significant. Yeah, look at a monthly spring back test. Look at this, man. Oh my God. Like, it's like it's almost class B bullish divergence, but it was a slightly higher low. But you can just see here, my God, man. Look at that. And it's not that, then find this. Look at that. That high for 2010 being regarded as spring back test of spring, Larry. This is an M shape. Completed. It's crazy. The upside is unreal, man. Crazy upside on American Airlines. But dude, look at Pepe coin. But dude, look at American Airlines on the monthly. All right, new day. We did it. Let's go back to Bitcoin, man. Everyone's favorite. Start with Bitcoin monthly. All right, 2 days until a wow. Okay, I'm glad we were looking at the monthly. So Bitcoin in 2 days. There will be a formal bullish engulfing candle and a formal bullish breakout. 2 days away. Are you going to be here for the monthly candle close? You should be, because we'll be here. I mean, I'm going to cover that. 2 days. You haven't seen positive momentum on Bitcoin on the monthly since December of 2021. It's about to happen. Like next month. Or in 2 days if we pump. You're so close to neutral going positive that if you got any final price action this month, probably next month. I think when the new month opens, it's going to be green no matter what. It will start green. If you start dumping, yeah, it might go back negative. But dude, it's not really like, oh, it's actionable for a long, it's strategic, but these are good things. These are not bad things, all right? I think eventually we'll see some positive momentum again, and that would mean higher prices. It has to mean that, yeah. So some major things about to happen in 2 days. Now I'm really excited because I forgot it's monthly. Yeah, dude. If that doesn't excite you, again, you should just go buy a mutual fund and check out. Go do something else. You know the common retrace on the weekly. You know it's there. You know your targets. If that's all happens. Like 36K to 48K. Just for common. Not talking, ooh, so cool, so good. Just common stuff, man. Common traditional retrace targets. Wow. Any Rudy Poo joke over 100 years could do it. Why would Bitcoin not? It would. It probably will. Do we get another request? Yeah, Pepe coin. Yeah, all right, let's look at Pepe coin. I guess I'll just get out of here early. I mean, not really early. I've been live for an hour, so it's just like time flies so much. When you just do what you love, which is the charts. I mean, my God, I just look at charts, I just black out and just go, and I love it, man. It's so insane. And just to be able to teach it to a few people that want to learn is just also a blessing. God. I think we were looking at it on CoinX because it had the most data or something. Oh my God, dude. It's the Pepe coin. Oh, it's terrible on the daily. Yeah, I'm not really digging it. I don't know. That's a bearish and
Plug
golden
on the weekly.
Bet one of the bet two things, dude. Oh, well, there's a plug crypto. You're probably talking about a stock, right? Hopefully, the stock, which is the solar or whatever energy. Okay, Pepe, bearish and golden candle confirmed. What kind of loss was that? That's a big drawdown. Oh, Pepe coin was down 12% yesterday. It's a new day by 5 minutes. So I had this 1.6 million level plotted because it was that high from May 1st, 2023. You hit it, and clearly that is where the buyers or the sellers would not let it go any further. And now you're kind of rolling over from there. Daily there's not much data here. Again, you're trying to get me to analyze a joke that we know it's a joke. It was a pump and dump. Literally, that's all it was. And you're trying to get me to actually do TA on this with us knowing that. It's tough, man. Really tough. Let's go that 4 hour, you know. You know, maybe something that could be good as a second test of this 885,000 level, maybe for a double bottom or something. But I got nothing to say. But a bubble popped. It's over. It was a pump and dump, and now you can see clearly that there are now less market participants involved with this asset than existed in just May, that existed in just May again, and existed in what? May again. There are less, and it is confirmed now.
Lind cruise line on NASDAQ. Low volume, but here for the education.
Sub G Dog, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll look at Lind with an I, not Ave. We already looked at that, and it was garbage. But it hit support, man. Whoa. Joke. Thanks, dude. Freeze cam. Oh, nice. So we got 2 traditions out of the way. Sweet. All right. I'll figure this out at some point. Okay. I got it, man. Plug weekly. Plug power, man. Not bad. Well, kind of bad. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Whoa. But, man, I'll tell you, dude. You want to talk about bubbles popping? This is a mega downtrend, right? Look at the issues here. Oh, 4 hours with a daily. Man, plug being below this high from 2020. Just, what is the other level? Below all the levels. You're below every single inflection point on plug. Like where if you stay below 1062 long enough, look what happens to the price. It goes to 660. 659.
GNRC kind sir. Gracias mi amigo.
What's up, Rep? Thanks, dude. And Nick, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I saw you, dude. You want me to look? I'll look at Soul. Nick, I will look at Soul. Thank you, dude. Just we're doing it in order. So that's the target until something changes. Sir, you have triple. It looks like, right? Almost like triple hidden bearish divergence. So the good news about inflection points is like they are lines in the sand for like how one would feel about an asset. Like me personally, when this asset's below 1062 to 1342, I want nothing to do with it like ever, or at least until it gets to 659, because history dictates my opinion. History tells me if you're below 1062, 1342 long enough, you do go to 659 or lower. Now, if you break above 1062 to 1342, you could be running all the way up to $32 plus. So only lower highs, lower lows. For how long now? Forever. For years now. Lower highs, lower lows. You just put in your lowest high of the entire bear trend, and that lower high happened to formally backtest a key inflection zone as resistance in hidden bearish divergence. So like, even if it goes higher, why would I put my money, that there's a finite amount of it, why would I put it in something like this when I could find something that's making consecutive higher highs, higher lows, completing harmonic, type 2 returns, hitting a support,
Lyft might
bullish
look interesting,
divergence,
rising
blah,
free
blah,
methods
blah.
on daily and weekly bullish divergence.
Thank you, Scuba Steve. We will look at that. So just like, you always got to think about like that right there. It's not about what will this asset do next. It's about everything you know about TA. Like, what's the probability of it going higher? It's low, and you're fighting the trend, you know. And it's so destroyed that shorting it is like shorting the basement of a bubble pop. There's just really no winning here except just hitting your spacebar, moving on, forgetting it exists until maybe you set up an alert 659 or 1342 and the beep goes off and you know something is seriously going on with it. Till then, just forget it. All right. Sorry about the total daily bearish and golden candle kind of, right? Sorry, I wouldn't play Jonathan.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
All right, sorry. Remix. Redub. Oh, he wanted the weekly. Oh, God, dude. Let's go to the weekly. Well, there was bullish divergence. Yes, the bullish divergence is playing out. It is playing out, sir. And guess what? It's only turning into that formal bearish backtest. That's not a good sign when the divergence turns into a bearish backtest, and that's it for now. It could go up higher, but that's coin flip. Like, that's a joke. Like, who cares? It's not probable it goes up. That divergence playing out, and it's abysmal so far. And it's only on the MACD. RSI is bearish convergence, and you're in the bearish, or you're right at the bearish control zone threshold. Okay, let's go to Lind for G-Dog contributing to the cruise line. I requested from y'all to name off some cruise lines that we didn't look at, and no one responded except G-Dog with a tip, so thank you. Well, this one's kind of not as maybe never been here before, but yeah, $338,000, not really great. But look at this level that takes you back to 2015 or 2014. This little zone. Look at the lows, 2014, 15, 16. Look at the spring back test, 2020. Now you've done it again. You truly have. It's a spring back test of spring here. So, and it does look like a rising wedge or some sort of bear flag, bearish consolidation. It's not pretty because you're not really making higher highs. So it's probably a way more neutral, but you're near that basement, are you not? Lindblad Expeditions Holdings Incorporated. That's your weekly. Looking back at history to see. It never made an 886 by the looks of it. It was really close, but it didn't do it. Just eyeballing here. See how close it was, but you're in that sweet zone. I mean, you're at levels. It's okay. All right, so I'll just say this. Anything below 787 to 815 is hands off. Nothing to do with at all. We've got our historical levels there. Lots of accumulation. Can't argue there. I mean, it's maybe ascending triangle. Look at that. It is, man. This is pretty good. All right. This is actually not bad at all. You're looking for an accumulation structure to develop over a long period of time at levels from history. That's on this. So it's kind of in line with everything else, looking pretty interesting. Look at that. That's pretty. Is it not? You could adjust here a little bit for that data and just look at this demand line there a little. That's kind of pretty. Dang, dude. We see how to break down a chart, how it starts and where it is. So, my God, you could have a tight stop, I mean, below $9 and let it ride. Impressive. Nice chart, dude. Very nice chart, and I really appreciate the contribution to the stream in terms of just... And look at this level. Look really where the sell wall is. Is this peak back in 2015, where if you break it, you can see the target. If buyers are able to break a $12 Lind, a 1585 Lind seems where it's headed. So I really like on the daily, and I'm just saying, right? This is all coming... I'm overloaded here. Remember we were talking
Can you
about...
take a look at $BB? Maybe returning to PCZ of bearish Gartley from March 29, 2022 to September 16, 2022?
So Jay, thanks for the 1618 contribution. Yeah, we'll look at that. Kingsman. We were talking about earlier in the stream on Ethereum, that demand line, how we'd be looking for a second test of that demand line. Well, you got it here pretty much on Lind, maybe. So one low, then locally the confirmation low. The 200-day moving average also being regarded as support. You're above it, man. That 200's starting to upslope now too. Very interesting chart. I do think this is pretty cool. Nice one, G-Dog. But he's a hype king for the reasons. Always spitting fire on the charts, dude. He invested in himself, obviously. Learned it a lot faster than me. He's a lot smarter than me. Beautiful. All right. Got to move on. Some of the requests came in, man. Nick wanted Seoul. We're going to Seoul. Dude, they have a headquarters in New York, bro. Well, we still have this up. Pathetic. It was pathetic. It crashed. And then almost hit that support and then rallied. And it's garbage. Hidden bearish divergence developing. It's very bad. Very bearish. Just like 99% of other altcoins. Bearish. Nothing good about them. They're trash. They're scams. They're jokes. And they're not tradable for longs right now. That's it. Target 1246. I don't care if it goes up next. It's not, nothing's implying based on technical analysis that it is going up next. So if it goes up, I don't care. I think the target's 1246. Target's $5 eventually. That's it. Garbage. Trash. Nick, I wish there was more to talk about. There's nothing to do here. Right, I'll spend time on a chart if it's warranted. But there's no time to spend on something like this. My mic or my camera frozen. Make sure making eye contact with you when I'm saying these things. Yeah, reset the blockchain again, dude. Maybe I should. I'm going to New York next month. So maybe I should go visit the Soul store and post it. Should do it, man. I should go in there being screaming. Should be vitriolic and like that Alex Stein guy. And just go in there. Soul! When are you gonna break down again, man? Huh? Start shaking kiosks. Scam, here's your scam. All right, sorry. Okay. They should have just stuck to making Soul Glow from Coming to America and not gotten into crypto and blockchain, dude. Cell phones. What a joke. You believe they closed it? I need information on this, Crypto Plumber. I need some confirmation if they closed it, because it wasn't closed as of a few months ago. because I saw something about it and I was like, what? That's still open? They're like, yeah, man, we're serious, bro. Oh, God, it's beautiful, man. Well, it was the double bottom, right? It was like that low, and then a shark, an 886. And just so happens it was a type 1 and it was gone and broke out. The double bottom breakout occurred yesterday. Follow through today. That's it. This was posted in charts only a while back. This was the idea. Nothing's changed. Was it? Maybe not. Yeah, last time we looked at it, it was crashing. Okay, maybe I did not post it. I thought I did, though.
Hey Mitch, just read Trading in the Zone. Really appreciate the recommendation, only regret is I didn't read it sooner. Any other must-reads? I'm newer.
What's up, Sweaty Pajamas, man? Thank you, dude. Dude, I could have sworn I posted this. Rep, didn't I? Didn't I post this? I don't know why I can't find it. I put, like, it was like a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Okay, so yeah, targets here on the breakout. There's nothing here till $200. That's your target. I mean, I really wish there was something else to do. Look, straight up and down. And a double bottom measure move lines up with that, I would think. And yeah. Look at this. You got measure move. Going to breakout. So 100% measure moves $191.50. Yeah, no regrets, man. Just think of those as lessons. You know, the things you were doing before you read Trading in the Zone. All we can do is move forward, man. Forget the past. People make mistakes. It's only a mistake if you didn't learn from it, right? If you learn from it, you're good. Not a mistake. That's it. Target on GNRC, 191. And no resistance above. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. If it goes like history, I mean, look, look at that. That'd be perfect, right? Like a little peak before pullback in 2020. That's it, right there. Measure move lines up with it. Okay. Lyft for Scuba Steve. It's the next one on the list. Shorting of thrust, man. Like, the sellers are really getting pathetic now. Like, I get it. I understand. Lyft is at all-time lows. I know. It crashed. It's screwed. But, man, you're staring at sellers that just can't really get anything else going. They've tried. And look at they keep pushing the price lower, but it's just pretty weak here. Yeah, it's an all-time low, though. I get that. Still kind of tough to be like, I want to own this. I don't think you do, but I'm just looking at the price action. Look at that. That's a really nice demand line being tested, springing back, testing that spring. Up 6% today. Bullish engulfing candle. Bullish Mara Bazoo candle, in fact, really. Whoa. And kind of an interesting spot. Can somebody tell me what is actually there confirmed today? Scuba Steve even said it, man. My man. Very nice, dude. He invested in himself. Yes, that is I won't even ask yet. The Rising 3 methods. Confirmed today. So let's see how it plays out. Since I guess the good news is, since there's just there's nothing looking left, all I have to do is look locally, and 1154, you break that, easy 1460 to 1568. Those are your targets. If you can continue, you've not ever, I mean, you're making like the same highs and kind of the same lows now, so that's good. You're no longer making lower lows, lower highs. It's kind of, well, you kind of actually are. you made a lower low, and then you made like pretty much the same low. So now it's like, all right, let's see if we can make a higher high for the first time, in a long time. Yeah. It's just like, again, maybe this is the bottom, but it's just tough, man, because it's right. I think there are just better arguments. It could very well go up, but I just think there are better arguments where you put your finite amount of money versus something like this. But it's cool to look at and think about, and like, all right, theory craft here on Lyft at the basement. Well, below the basement, technically. In the loam. All right, BB for J. It's the BlackBerry, man. Remember we were making cell phones, dude? Oh, there was a wedge, right? Last time we looked at it, it was wedging. It broke the wedge. It back tested it, and all of a sudden, these higher lows coming in, and now back above a level of sorts. Oh, where's the data? Oh, is that it? Yeah, look at it. I don't know why it's like that, huh? Extend that out. It's this high from 2002. You broke that level, and you're now back testing that level as support. Well, wow, man. 618 target minimum, really. If you ever broke that, that's where things could get really, really interesting. If you break $6.18, there's a technical level at $18. Up, down, up, down, up. That's all that happened. And look at history. Look at this level. My God. So 618 would probably be the target from here if it continued. And if you ever broke 618, that's where insane things happen, okay? Because that's such a strong level. I don't even know if buyers will be able to take out 618. But yeah, basement, 95% retrace from the low to the high up there. So it's all right. It's there-ish. Okay. It's all about, this is a level where if someone's trying to strategize, if they could just have a stop loss below this previous low at 470 and let it ride and see what happens. Again, we don't know. But we do know that that's a strategic level, and buyers are attempting to defend. You could be stopped out in as soon as a week or two. But if buyers are defending that level and it holds, 618, and then above that is, use your imagination, insanity, because that's the price action we always get above 618 is normally insanity, huge swings, huge runs. We're just not there yet. All right, BlackBerry. Sweaty jalapenos, man. I don't know. Trade's about to happen by David Weiss. It's such a good one, man. It really resonated with me. Evolution of a Trader by Bulkowski. Thomas Bulkowski is good. But all the Scott Carney books, man. Scott Carney's like books, like they're all about harmonics. But man, the way he speaks in a way that I like. Him and Bulkowski just have a way of how they word things. I try my dangdest to speak like they write in my streams when I educate. So there are definitely influences on my rhetoric live. So anything from them is always really good. All right, so we got through the requests. Looked at some charts today. Pretty good. Some are doing some really big things. So I want to say thanks so much for coming out. And be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. The Discord link is pinned in the chat. Be sure to follow me on social media. Join the Discord. It's really important. You get notified when I go live. There are educational resources for free in the Discord if you're looking to get your feet wet in traditional technical analysis and trading. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to just go check it out. There's no catch. There's no affiliate marketing links. It's just the source material, man. Nothing in it for us except you getting a little bit better than before. And that means a lot. That's a prime currency in my opinion. So Bitcoin really trying here at this 30,000 mark. Again, even if a pullback begins, you can't be concerned until really, truly, Bitcoin falls below 25,350. That's the crazy thing about it. That's you're in pretty good shape when that's the case. When you were just how many percentage points away from being in trouble? Bitcoin would have to lose 17 to 20% of its value for Bitcoin's trend to be in trouble. That's pretty good shape. That's not bad. All right. And there's nothing implying that the buyers are exhausted right now. You have to think about that too. And the monthly that we already talked about is amazing. Setting it for the first level of positive momentum on the monthly next month. First time since December 2021. And a bullish engulfing candle and a formal breakout with candle close confirmation pending. So there is definite optimism on Bitcoin. You'll just have to keep tuning in to find out more about how it all unfolds. So I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.
nightmare.